Hey, this is JT with Silver Street Marketing, and today I want to go over the 3 steps to success with Facebook ads after the new changes that have occurred on Facebook. Now, the biggest thing that's happening on Facebook, if you haven't heard already, is your lookalike audiences for special ad categories have now been taken away. So you can't use them anymore. Essentially, what that's doing is it's changing the way that we can target people who would be potential motivated seller leads. So there are 3 steps we now need to take more seriously in order to have success on Facebook. And this is what we're implementing on our end. I wanted to share it with you so you can implement it inside of your ads if you're doing your own advertising. Now, step 1 is testing your budget allocation consistently versus your lead motivation. What I mean by this is that you'll be running tests based off of how much you're spending per campaign and then comparing the motivation levels on the back end of your leads and knowing where they came from so that you can make decisions on those moving forward. The way that I suggest getting started with this is having your top of funnel and your middle funnel campaigns have the same budget. If you're not familiar with our top of funnel, middle funnel style campaigns, you can check out our Facebook ad blueprint, which shows you which audiences to test inside those campaigns. But for a quick overview, essentially our top of funnel campaigns are our broad audiences. We want to put our broad audiences with a 45% of our total allocated budget per month. So if you're spending $1,000 a month, you want to put $450 towards your broad audiences. This is just broad total prospecting. Only thing limiting is geographic area. Next, inside your middle funnel, you're going to have another 45% being tested there. And this is going to be on your interest levels. So you're going to use detailed interest targeting on Facebook to target seller leads or tired landlord leads. And you're going to test to see which ones are more motivated. The way that you can test which ones are more motivated is you're going to use UTM parameters in each one of your ads. And those UTM parameters are going to show which ad set or the targeting level that was for that ad and what ad sent that traffic to the actual page to convert. If you're using UTM parameters, you're basically altering that URL so it will track more efficiently and tell your website exactly where that lead came from through the URL. And now you'll be able to track this a little bit easier. It also is trackable across Google Analytics, so really you can do it for any website, no matter who your host is. Step 2, since Facebook is changing the way we can target with our audiences, we have to be more vigilant and remember to change our media and copy. We have to be more involved in it. And the way that we want to be involved is we want to use it to funnel down our audience sizes because essentially they're making our audiences bigger, right? So they're making our audience bigger, but there's less people in that audience that are going to be motivated. So we need to really be consistent at testing our media and copy and using it to funnel down, basically send off the traffic that we don't want because it is so specific to who we do want that it makes them feel like they shouldn't click on it. Only the people that we really want should be clicking on these ads. So we have to be testing that. And we want to test that again with these UTM parameters to see which ads bring us the best results, the most motivation. That's going to help us be able to continually move forward and test to see which media types are going to work best. Now, step 3 follows right on the tail of step 2. So once you find out what type of media has been working best to give you the best motivation and filter out the type of motivation you don't want, then you need more of it. Because our audiences are larger, but essentially the targeted and more motivated audience is actually smaller, we need to be better at changing out our media. So we need to be constantly adding more media in there. Some easy ways to do this is to use dynamic creative once you've found what is already working and just put more of what's working in there. So if you're finding that pictures of homes with no CTA on them is working best for you, then do more of that. Most likely that's probably not going to be the case. It'll probably be videos that are custom to the situation that you're working in or the situation you're looking for in the seller, or potentially images with CTA images or CTA like action lines that come across with graphic design that show or describe the type of situation someone's going in and being very, very descriptive about that situation in the copy. And once you figure those things out, now you're going to add more of that and you're going to have more of it running at the same time because that will keep our frequency levels low, which will continue to help us see success inside of Facebook. So we're not spending an arm and a leg to get an impression in front of somebody just because they're potentially motivated, but that audience is so big and we can only focus on such a small portion of it. So that's the three steps that I'm using and that we're doing over here in Silver Street Marketing to continue to see success. And we are still getting tons of results. I'm already getting reviews and testimonials from motivated sellers. Investors finding motivated sellers, and it is real. So go ahead, make sure you follow these steps and get your ads on, and you will see results. This is the time where the investors rise to the top.